Will collector booster boxes destroy Disney Lorcana? Here are my thoughts on the Disney Lorcana drama and leaks. Did Disney Lorcana leak these on purpose so that they would see what the market would say, what all their community would say, what all these YouTubers would say, all these Pokemon YouTubers? Everybody's talking about Disney Lorcana collector booster boxes. Everyone. More and more eyes keep peering off into the Disney Lorcana scene. Are they making collector booster boxes? Are they testing the waters? You know Disney Lorcana has to print 6 to 8 months in advance, or get the printers ready 6 to 8 months in advance, because they're competing with Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, and all these other card games. You have to print in advance. They are seeing what all these YouTubers, all the community members, everybody on Reddit is saying to decide if they will press print or cancel. It's genius. It's great marketing. I don't know if they're actually going to do collector booster boxes. If they do, it might be bad, but it might be good. Magic the Gathering can do it, because they are the biggest, not the biggest, they are the most played trading card game in the world, with tens of millions, if not over 100 million players that play Commander and Standard and Modern and Legacy and Vintage and Pre-Modern and Value Vintage and Limit. There's just so many different formats in Magic. It's just insane to me to think about compared to these other card games. And that's why Star Wars Unlimited is trying a new thing. The Twin Suns format, they're trying to save their card game after they destroyed it with the Carbonite boosters. If you look at TCG Player of any of these, that's like $65, $50, $40, $40, $40. These are like $40 to $60, all of these boxes. And our cost is like almost $70. Losing money, losing money, losing money, losing money, losing money, losing money. That's what Carbonite boosters did to Star Wars Unlimited, but who knows what it'll do for Disney Lorcana. When they came out with the collector's boosters for Dragon Ball Card Game Masters, not very many people liked it. It kind of died. Now this box is sold for $800 on TCG Player. There's only one listing for $1,500. So who knows how much of these actually are? Whereas you got these, our cost is like $170 or so, maybe even more. I don't know. I'm not going to disclose the exact cost, but the cost of these online is $135. $135. That's $40 below our cost. Well, if you look back in time, these were $120 at one point. Now they're $500. These were way, way, way below cost, because our cost was like $230. They were $100 below our cost. We could not sell these for the life of us, so we just put them in storage for years. We spent 6 figures on this set. It was the most we'd ever spent on any Magic the Gathering set ever. And the distributors are like, everything's below cost on TCG Player. Here's your product. Are you going to take it? Are you going to take this? And we're like, yeah, we'll take it all. We're not going to tell you no. All these other stores just dumped onto the market all their product because they needed to get their money back for the next set, because most game stores bought as much as they could with the set, because it was Commander Legends 2. And Commander Legends 1 was like the best set of all time back then. Then they ruined the market, overprinted that, dumped it on us, and we took everything that the distributors gave us. Everything that we ordered, we got. That's the last set we got our entire order for our collector boxes. We ordered hundreds of collector boxes, and we got every single box. We have never gotten our full ask for collector booster boxes other than this one time. I wonder why. It's probably because all these other smaller stores just said no. Well, we were smaller at the time as well, so but we just sold tons and tons of singles online to make up for that and just hold the product because I refused to sell it below cost. I refused to lose money on it. And frankly, it was a great idea and it went up in value. Like that, you can get home run products for collector boxes. You can get dead products that go up in value after a long period of time because that's just how time works. People get into the game, they see the old product, they think that's cool, then they buy it, then the price goes up. That's just how it is. So Disney Lorcana could potentially do it if they do it right. But it's like a double-edged sword. You're gonna make the players mad, you're gonna make the collectors mad, or both. I don't know. If you do it, the collectors will be happy, and some of the players will be happy, and some of the players / collectors will be happy, but half of them will be mad. Anything you do in this card game world doesn't matter. You're gonna have people that are gonna naysay you and say that you're crap and say your card game sucks and it's dead in the water. Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Star Wars Unlimited, Digimon, Union Arena, Sorcery, Lorcana, all these card games, they all have haters. If there's something in this world that you like, you're going to have haters. It's just how it is. If you got haters, that means you're doing something right. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Disney Lorcana could potentially do this right. I don't know exactly how they could do it right. They would have to make more, this means they're probably amping up more, different rarities and different prints of stuff. There's so many different things they could do. I don't know what their plans are or how their collector boosters are going to be. It said 12 or 13 packs, or 12 or 13 cards per pack. I think it was 13. Might have been 12, but I don't know. Personally, I'm scared if they do it, because that's just going to be, I don't know. It's just going to make other card games think they can do it, maybe, if it becomes successful too. If other card games start becoming successful with collector booster boxes, I don't know if Pokemon will get greedy and start doing that. They honestly might. Pokemon could do something like that too. Yu-Gi-Oh's pretty much already doing something like that. One Piece could do something like that. I don't know. They're testing the waters. I think they're just seeing what everybody's going to say. And I think here in the next couple weeks, they have to decide yes or no if they're going to press print or cancel on their order. Because you have to do it every 6 to 8 months in advance. So they're testing the waters. They're trying to see what people want in this market. And they're trying to see if people will think this is a good idea or a bad idea. Personally, I don't think they should do it. I think they should stay the course and keep doing regular booster boxes for a while. And maybe down the line, maybe 10 more sets down the line, you could do it, which would be another couple of years. You need to make sure your card game can last the test of time before you can do this. Which, I mean, it kind of has recently saw an upsurge, and allegedly Disney Lorcana has said that they're I've already planned 3 years in advance. So if that's true, they've already planned this way far ahead. Probably when they started doing Fabled, when they hired that one guy, forgot who it was, but it's a TCG expert, and he's the one who introduced the Iconics and Epics. And then there's 4 sets, and then there's 2 more sets or 3 sets, and then there's, wait, that would mean it'd be wait, could it be the 18th set? That would make sense. If it's the 18th set, that just blew my mind. If it's the 18th set and Fable's the 9th set, that means every 9 sets they are adding something new. Is that what it is? And then the 27th set they're gonna do something new. Is that what it's gonna be? Because number 9, and then we got 1, 2, 3. What 3? 4, 5, 6. There'd have to be 4. I don't know if it's the 18th set or not, or the 17th, or the 16th, or the 15th. Who knows? Whatever. That's just all speculation, anyways. Who knows if it's real? Who knows if it was leaked? If it's AI, or allegedly it's probably real, but what are your all thoughts about it? What do you think about the Lorcana market? Can it handle it? Will the singles go to zero? Will all the legendaries be worth nothing? But on the bright side, I think the legendaries are starting to pick up in all these sets, so who knows? Like, every legendary is going up in the first chapter. I haven't been looking at all the other sets, but it's kind of crazy to me to think that they would do a collector box, but it wouldn't surprise me if they do. It is Disney, and it is Ravensburger, and it is one of the most collectible brands on the entire planet, so they probably have enough demand. They probably got more demand because of all this, all these YouTubers talking about it. I haven't watched really any of the videos that anybody has posted about it, other than a couple, but I don't know. I think it could be a good idea. It could be a bad idea. I'm kind of on the fence about it. What are your thoughts? Let me know below. Do you like these videos? If you do, let me know. Do I think Star Wars Unlimited is dying? I don't know. Somebody asked me, a couple people asked me if I think Star Wars Unlimited is dying. And currently it's not looking good, but the last set is holding. The last set is holding. Are they slowing down the printers? Are they printing less? Are they doing more allocations? Yes, it seems like it. They are adjusting the printers to print less because there's less demand. It's mostly just players. They're trying to get collectors. I don't know what they could do to get collectors back in, but Star Wars has been a card game in the past. My dad was trading people Darth Vaders for power back in the day. And now those Darth Vaders are, I don't know if they're worth anything. They could be worth a lot, I don't know. Or they could be worthless. They're most likely worthless because there's a new Star Wars trading card game. That's why people are scared to jump on the Star Wars trading card games, because they've failed like 2 to 3 times in the past. And it's always Fantasy Flight making them, I think. So people are just scared to invest in this card game. But if they make some kind of like commander format, if they make some kind of commander format and really push that and really make it like a party game or something like that, and keep off of the printer so much, and I don't know, they need to, I don't know if they can really do anything to save themselves. It's really hard to go from bearish to bullish in a trading card game when the first set is $65, which is below cost on TCG Player. That's a really, really bad sign of a card game. They did the same thing Lorcana did. They came out in 2024, like March, I think. And then these came out in August 2023. August and March. So it's about 6 months between each other. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 sets. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets. So there's 5 less sets and like 6 months difference. So Disney Lorcana seems like they've really figured it out. They're doing more sets, and if like a card game is doing more sets than other card games, it means they're thinking more into the future than like this. I think Star Wars, I don't know, they're so short term. It feels like they just revealed like 4 sets. Where Star Wars just revealed the set coming out in like a month or two. Like, they revealed it like a month ago. It feels like they're so far behind, they don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're doing all this on purpose. They need to release a bunch of sets instead of just doing one set at a time. Like, hey, let's see if we still last. Here's one more set. Oh, a couple months goes by. All right, let's do another set. Where, like, Lorcana just revealed, like, 3 sets. 3 sets into the future. And Magic, they're about to reveal 3 to 5 sets. And then Pokemon, I guess Pokemon does it like that. They do 1 to 2 sets, maybe 3 sets in advance. And then you got all these other card games that they, like, you got to pre-order, like, 8 months in advance for One Piece. And all these other Bandai games, you got to pre-order 6 to 8 months in advance. So you're buying stuff before even knowing what it is. And, like, Star Wars is just like, oh, the set comes out in a month. Just thought I'd let you know. It's on your distributor's website now. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll order it and do the pre-release. But other than that, we have a great community for it. And they all seem to like the card game. As long as they keep coming in, we're going to keep buying it. That's just, we got a community for it. We're going to support it. Unfortunately, why would they buy stuff from us? Why would they buy stuff from us? And boxes are below our cost online, and unfortunately, we don't like selling below our cost. If this card game dies, then we will. I guess we will. If it lasts the test of time, it will eventually go above our cost, and we'll eventually be able to sell them. And unfortunately, until now, we cannot sell any boxes ever. I guess we could sell the booster packs to where they're like at our cost, and then people would buy the pack, and then that way we could sell it. So maybe we should do that. I don't know. Anyways, can Lorcana last? Can Star Wars last? Will Dragon Ball eventually die? I don't even know if Dragon Ball is just ever gonna like blow up like One Piece. I mean, some of the boxes are going up in value, but the volume on TCG players is 0% compared to One Piece. There's like no Dragon Ball on there, so that's why the boxes are going up. This is like if you look at the trading card games as like market caps, you got the biggest market caps, Magic and Pokemon, and it takes like thousands of boxes to move the market. Whereas like Dragon Ball and mostly Dragon Ball and like Sorcery or Gundam or Sorcery, Gundam and Riftbound. Never mind, they have high volumes on there, but like Sorcery or any of these other smaller card games or My Little Pony, the number of boxes on there is much lower because the amount of card stores that actually have these card games is very low, because most card stores can't really afford to like take on new card games all the time, because if you're going to buy something, you need to be sure that somebody's going to buy it. Because if you're a smaller game store and you just got like $1,000 of product just sitting there for no reason, it just feels bad. And you got $1,000 laying on the table that you could be spending on something that is going to sell. So all these smaller card games, it's much easier to manipulate their market caps based on their like booster boxes. Like if you got 1,000 booster boxes on there and 500 of them sell and they go up to $200 from $100, it doubles their market cap or whatever. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by market cap. I mean like the median value of the entire stock on TCG Player. But I don't know. Lorcana could do it right, or they could do it very terribly wrong and destroy the card game. I don't think they will do it wrong. If they do it. Do. I said do. Alright, I need to stop. Okay. Anyways, they could do it right, they could do it wrong. You could do it really right, Or they could do it really wrong. But allegedly, this might be coming out next year. Who knows? We'll see. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment and a subscribe, and let me know what you want me to talk about next. Do I think Star Wars is dying? It's not looking good, but we'll see. We'll see. Is Lorcana gonna die because of collector boxes? I don't think it will die. I don't think it will die. But will they print too much? Will they print too less? If they print too much, the regular box is going to be worthless. If they print too less, the collectors and the players/collectors are going to be mad because the boxes are going to be way too expensive. They're not going to be able to afford them. So they're going to be mad at the stores because the stores either won't have enough, or they'll sell them for too much, or something of that sort. So I don't know. Either way, in the card game world, you can do a lot of things. You can do all the right things in the world, and you'll still have people hating you. That's just how it is. Doesn't matter what you do, Disney Lorcana. As long as you do it right, as long as you have thought this through and realize what effect it has on the market and all these booster boxes and the singles, and making sure that, like, they say they're all foil, so it really won't affect like non-foils. So this might make non-foils more expensive, similar to Magic, where the non-foils are actually more expensive, because on the collector box it said 13 foil cards, as you can see here. I don't know. Anyways, I keep saying that's the end of the video because I've got ADHD, I think, and I just think of random things sometimes, and then I just start talking about them, like how Magic the Gathering can do this because they have the biggest player base of all time. Anyways, have a good day. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.